Well, this is the diagnostic trouble code that was messing up more with me. 020, as you see, is querying and store. After clearing the code, two space on sensor rotor, not detecting a wiring issue. So what I have here is, I got the charger there, and also I got here some of the linkage for the intake runner is broken. Okay, so my next step will be to try to crank it now. Okay, now we're gonna crank it. Okay, go. Well, I have this Mercedes-Benz 2008 E350. So this vehicle comes to me as a crank no start, and a customer said it died the vehicle while driving on the road. So these are the bunch of diagnostic trouble codes I get for the vehicle, about 18. Okay, and I did a code scan. But what called my attention is this: when I did a code scan for all computers, what I get is only one DTC on the engine computer. And this vehicle is a crank no start, so then the battery is low. So I don't care too much about this bunch of diagnostic trouble codes, but this code is true. The intake manifold flops is broken, the linkage. So I thought probably this one will be blocking, and no, the vehicle cannot breathe. But we see I got all these codes, still more, and I got this. But there is one code that show, what is that one here? After I charged the battery, did a hard reset, this code was messing with me. System diagnosis 920C knowledge base configuration incomplete. So when I went and I checked the description of this code is related to, it say when the module haven't been coding, it was lost the coding. So I was what module is it? And we see this one, the instrument cluster, has no communication too. I got a data line communication. Well, no, here I did a second scan after I clear everything. However, I get all these codes, but I don't get one code. This diagnostic trouble code is the one. I got crank no start with this code, but only if I go directly to the ECM, to the engine computer, I can see that code. Through code scan, I cannot see it. Okay, so now my other thing is, as soon as I received this vehicle, what I did is I added some propane in the intake, because it was a crank no start, and I like to do that and find out, if I have a spark and I'm starving from fuel, usually they start. But this vehicle didn't. I tried many times and didn't. So that messed up with me, because that test wasn't valid. So I start messing with the vehicle around for more than an hour. But look at this. If I have that code, they say hook up factory scan tool, look for RPM. Yes, I do have RPM. I check the sensor. Everything was fine on the sensor. The Hall effect, blah, blah, blah. Everything was fine. Okay. They are even sending me to check the cam and crank. Is the number 5 is interesting. If the sensor tests correctly, then perform furnace diagnosis for no start by testing for no fuel pressure. I never tested for fuel pressure, but look at here. Here's the cam and crank, not good. Okay. So because I added propane, so now at this time I went there and I added brake cleaner in the intake, and the vehicle starts. And I was like, how the cams? I added propane again to recheck, doesn't start. Probably, I don't know, maybe it's a vapor mode and it wasn't able to start the vehicle. However, I activated with my scanner the fuel pump, and I never heard that one sounded. So this is the interesting part here. Tech tips. You see what the tech tip said? You need to have a relearn the crank sensor. It say if the vehicle does not start, P0336 may get flagged as result. So this is not my problem, it's the result. Even there is nothing wrong with the sensor, the coil toothpaste sensor road temporarily will be detected or wiring error. Very interesting. So then I added some brake cleaner, boom, vehicle starts. Now I go and tap on the gas tank, and my fuel pump now is started working. What messed up with me? Because I added propane at the beginning. I didn't add in a liquid mode some type of fuel. Hope it helps someone, because you know that can mess up with you. You thinking it's the crank sensor? Following the flowchart about that code, tell you cam and crank. I did have those. Everything was good. My signal, I didn't check the correlation, but I did check power, ground, and signal, and they seem to be fine to me. And I didn't go further to check a synchronization at that point, but the flowchart is sending you to a bunch of stuff like this upside the box. Okay. Okay. ¿Qué? ¿Ya? Uh-oh. Otra vez. ¿Ah? Here I am, checking on this one, the fuel pump with the pico stop, and this is what we have here. Go light data, about 7 amps on average, so that means good power and ground. See how it goes here, inconsistent, that one.